straight up and down and y'all can hear us. Just double checking again. Thanks, Melinda. All right. We'll get started. All right, Samastiti. So today I plan on looking at the hip a little bit, as long as I don't forget. So welcome, guys. Kali Yoga. This is our virtual broadcast, accessible Ashtanga. Please give me feedback. You can send it to info@kaliyogacenter.com, or if you know me personally, you can send it to me personally. I would love to know what other types of variations of these poses that you guys would like to see, and what would make it feel more accessible to you. So please do let us know. So come to standing at the top of your mat and start to breathe. So free breathing with sound, my teacher calls it. So with the free breathing, we're allowing the breath to kind of ebb and flow with our practice. So when we move a little quicker, the breath will speed up a little bit. When we move a little slower, the breath will slow down a little bit, but all the breaths are still deep, right? Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, palm the mat. You can step back to high plank. Maybe you lower down to the belly. Inhale, untuck your toes, find a back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this is your first one. It's okay if your body takes a few of these to start to wake up. 2, there's no need to rush, no need to push. 3, 4, 5. Look in between your hands. You can walk, step, hop, float to the front. Head up, look forward. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, arms reach out to the sky. Exhale, Samastiti. I forgot our opening mantra. I'm so excited, so excited. Let's do the opening mantra. Hands come to your heart center. I'll call and respond. Om. Vande Guranam Charanara Vinde. Vande Guranam Charanara Vinde. Sandara Shita Swatma Sukhavabode. Sandara Shita Swatma Sukhavabode. Nishreyase Jangalikayamane. Nishreyase Jangalikayamane. Samsara hala hala moha shantyaye. Samsara hala hala moha shantyaye. Abahu purushakaram. Abahu purushakaram. Shanka chakrasi dharanam. Shanka chakrasi dharanam. Sahasra shirsam shvetam. Sahasra shirsam shvetam. Pranamami Patanjali. Pranamami Patanjali. All right, now back to Samastiti. We're still counting that first one. Count it. All right. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, high to low. You can always lower to your belly or meet us in down dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1. So just respecting your body and where it is today. 2, finding the limits of your strength, but not going over that. 3, 4, 5. Look in between your hands. Walk, step, hop, float to the front of the mat. Head up, look forward. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti. Let's do one Surya Namaskar, one more Surya Namaskar. Inhale, Anta. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, palm the mat, high to low. Maybe go straight to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here for 1. So you can always make your down dog into a puppy pose. 2, if you feel like you need it. So you would come to your knees, push your chest back and drop your heart. 3, 4, 5. If you go to puppy, you have to tuck your toes back under and everybody walks to the front of the mat. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands by the side, Samasthiti. Surya Namaskar B, chair pose. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, palm your mat, high to low, or meet me in the down dog. It's perfectly fine. Back bend if you're taking it. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Right foot steps in between your hands. So if it doesn't go, let me show you something. So the ladies are holding here. If your foot doesn't go, what I want you to do is to bring your hips forward and step out wide. Foot outside of the hand and then lift up. Exhale, the hands come down, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg. So again, if you need to, take the hips forward and step the foot outside the hand instead. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, the hands come down, high, low. Maybe lower into the belly. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look in between the hands. Walk, step, hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Reach the arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti, standing tall. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Deep breathing. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping forward, warrior 1. So however you need to, maybe foot outside, get a little wider, make space for your body. Exhale, hands come down, high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, left foot forward. Watch Kristen, she's stepping the foot outside of the hand. Here's Kristen. Say hi, Kristen. Reaching the arms up. Hands come down, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1. Sometimes we need to make a little bit more space for our bodies, for our hips. 2, that's totally fine. 3, 4, 5. Look in between your hands. Walk, step, hop, float to the front, head up. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti. We'll do one more. Chair pose, bend the knees. Exhale, the hands come down. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, palm your mat, high to low. So we've done a few, so you know how you want to do it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Arms reach up. Exhale, the hands come down, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Is that both legs, ladies? Oh, no, left foot forward. Hands come down, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One. So deep, full breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look in between the hands. Walk, step, hop, float to the front, head up. Exhale as you fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, Psalmist feet to heave. Good work. Take your feet hip distance apart. They can go a little wider if you need a little more space for your thighs. Grab your big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you fold. 1, so you're drawing the navel in and up. 2, so as you make that space, you can find more space to fold deeper. 3, nice. 4, 5, inhale, lengthen your spine, pull the shoulders back, exhale there. Inhale, slide the hands under the feet, so you might need to bend the knees a little bit, it's totally fine. Exhale as you fold. As you hold, lift your navel in and up. 1. Imagine that you can extend the hips up to the ceiling. 2. 3, a little weight forward towards the toes. 4, 5. Inhale, head up. We're gonna add a breath, exhale. Then inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, Psalmist feet to heave. Triangle pose. You're gonna step out to the right about 3 feet. Arms reach out, big inhale. As you exhale, turn your right toes to the back of the mat. Grab the right big toe with peace-sign fingers and right hand on your leg, left arm up. So use your body as a prop. 1. If you want to use your blocks, that's fine, but this is just another way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale as you come all the way up. Turn the toes to the long side of the mat, then turn left toes to the front. Grab the left big toe with peace sign fingers, or left hand goes on the leg. 1. Looking up to your top hand. If the neck is bothering you, feel free to look down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up. Revolve triangle. So if you need more stability, turn your left toes a lot to the back of the mat as you turn your right toes. So sometimes the foot is like parallel to the back of the mat, but if you need more stability, turn it in and maybe pop up your back foot. Then start to twist. Left hand on the right leg, or left hand to the outside of the right foot, like Leslie's doing this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up, turn the toes to the long side of the mat, and start to pivot towards the front. Again, you can pop up back foot or swivel right toes forward to get more stability. Right hand comes down either to the ledge, block, or floor. Look up if your neck feels good. 1, 2, 3, nice, 4, 5. Inhale as you come up, toes to the long side of the mat. Exhale, step back to the front, Samasthiti. Side angle, step out wider than triangle, toes to the long side of the mat, arms out. Then as you exhale, turn your right toes towards the short side of the mat, bend the right knee. You can take your right forearm on your right thigh, left arm over the ear, or take your right hand behind your right leg, right hand to the ground. 1. Push your right knee back towards your right arm, especially if your right hand is on the ground. 2. Look up to that left hand if your neck feels okay. 3. 4. 5. Inhale up, toes to the long side of the mat. Exhale, same thing, opposite side. Reach the arm up and over the ear. 1. Spin the ribs up to the ceiling. 2. If you've got that arm on the thigh, you're lifting up and out of it, not dumping. 4. Nice. 5. Inhale as you come all the way up. We're going to drop down to our left knee with Kristen, but you can go ahead and stay up, Leslie, and just kind of show that. So we're going to drop down to the left knee. If you have the space, you're going to take your left elbow to the outside of the knee. Kristen's going to show that. If you don't have the space, it's okay to drop that hand on the inside of the foot. Reach the arm up and lean away a little bit and take the arm over the ear. If you have the space, you can go to prayer like Kristen is doing. 1. 2, push into your back foot. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. If you need to stay low, it's fine. Same thing, opposite side. So taking the same variation, maybe you're going for the deep twist, like Kristen, taking her prayer position. Maybe hand is on the inside, or maybe you're going traditional, like Leslie. So we've been here about 3 breaths. 4, 5. Inhale as you come up, toes to the long side of the mat. Exhale, step back to the front. Samasthiti. Wide leg straddle. Place your hands on your hips, step out to the right, toes to the long side of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop your hands down in between your feet. You can bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, head up, pull the shoulders back. Exhale as you fold down. So hug the elbows towards each other. 1, get the strength in the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5. Push into the hands. Inhale, head up only. Stay there. Exhale. Inhale, catch your waist. Stand on up. Stay there. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, place them back on the waist. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. So you're lengthening the spine, drawing the navel up, creating space for a deeper fold. 1, head might touch or head might float. 2, what I want you to focus on is the extension of the spine. 3, 4, 5. Inhale as you come all the way up. Stay there. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale. You can clasp your hands behind you. You can go ahead and do that. If you're using your strap, you can take the strap, bring the hands together on the strap if you can, or not. Start to fold down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big inhale brings you up. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, catch the waist. Exhale, fold down, grab your big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Remember, these can be bent. Stability is important here, so don't take your legs so wide that you feel unstable, like you're about to go into a split. All right, so here's 3. So we want the head down, but stability, not falling over, definitely trumps the head on the floor. 1. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, catch the waist, come up. Exhale, Samasthiti, stepping back to the front of the mat. Then from here, we're going to our Hanasana. So Kristen is going to grab her elbows and she'll spin so you can see that. I'm going to bring my fists together, spin to the back. All right. Other way. Yeah. So I'm bringing my fists together and Leslie has her hands up her back. Exhale, you're going to fold down. 1. Navel lifts in, left hip pushing towards the back of the mat. 2. So the back of the mat, the real back of the mat. 3. 4. 5. Inhale up and spin to the front. You feel unstable, shorten your stance. Exhale, fold. 1. If you need to bend the left knee a little bit because your hamstring is talking to you, it's fine. 2. Try your best though to keep pushing into the right foot if you can. 3. 4. 5. Inhale as you come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So either right leg up, grab the right knee, left hand on the hip, stay there. Kristen will demonstrate that. Or you can straighten your right leg and grab your right big toe. If you have your knee, just stand tall. Try to exhale, fold if your leg is straight. 1. If you fall, you can come back up and do it again. 2. 3. 4. 5. If you fold it, inhale, lift your chest back up. Exhale, we're going to take the right leg out to the right. One of my yoga teacher friends calls this Captain Morgan if your knee is bent. Captain Morgan pose. 2. Maybe y'all don't drink and that's not funny. I don't know. 3. 4. 5. Bring it back to the center. Exhale, fold if that leg is straight. Inhale, lift the heart, hands on the hips. Now everybody points the toe. So your toe might be down on the ground too for stability. It's fine. Maybe it's just slightly hovering off the ground. 4, the navel is in. And 5, drop it down. Switch sides. So maybe taking the Captain Morgan with the knee forward. Or maybe exhale, fold and over the left leg. 1. 2, so I've been practicing for close to 20 years and I still fall in this pose, it's okay. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, left leg out to the left. I don't want to jinx her, but Leslie just doesn't fall. 2, I don't know what it is. 3. 4. 5. Bring it back to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Lift your chest. If you fold it, I'm checking on you guys. Let that leg just hang out there. 1. Again, it can be low. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Drop that foot, Samasthiti. So since we're talking about hips today, let's take a moment here. So Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. So you're going to draw that right leg knee up. Close off the knee joint. Close it off. Hug the leg in. From here, go ahead and grab your left foot, right hand underneath the right knee. Try to keep the knee joint closed off as you turn the knee down. And your foot should be pretty high. So you can reach around for the bind here, or you can keep that knee closed off. Bend your left knee, drop your hands down to the ground, like Kristen is demonstrating for us. 1. Leslie has the bind, hand behind the back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up only. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, try to stand up with your foot in the position that it is in. And exhale, let it go. Switching sides. So if the knee joint, when you pull it in, does not close off, it's fine. You can go ahead and just drop the ankle down closer to the knee and fold. But don't try to grab that foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up only. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, try to stand up without releasing your foot. If it happens, it happens. Exhale, drop the foot down. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, palm the mat, high to low. Maybe you're meeting in down dog. Inhale, up dog, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look in between your hands. You can hop. So wait just a minute for me, Kristen. So if you need more space for your hops and you hop forward, your legs touch your belly, you're going to hop wide. So like hop your feet outside of your hands. Good. And then from there, you'll lift up and find your chair pose. So you'll lift up. You can stay wide if you like. Kristen's showing that. Or you can heel toe the feet back together in. 2, lifting up the chest. 3, 4, 5. Keep the knees bent if you can. Come on your toes. Drop the hands down to the mat and step back high to left. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior 1, right foot steps forward, back foot spins flat. Arms reach up. So get as low as you can. Warm up the hips. 1. Left hip pulling forward towards the left side of the mat. 2, 3, see if you can get a little lower. 4, 5, pivot to the back without dropping your arms. Arms are still getting a little work. And come into warrior 1. 1, 2, pull the right hip towards the right corner of the mat. 3, 4, 5. Warrior 2, open your arms out, reach out through your hands. Try to keep your left knee pulling back. 1, pull the ribs in, integrate the spine. 2, keep opening up through your chest. 3, nice, Leslie. Yep, come deeper if you can. 4, 5, pivot to the front. Keep your arms out. Keep working. Come into warrior 2. 1, y'all probably too young to remember. 2, but back in the day for punishment in school, they would have you just like hold your arms out. 3. So that movement can really get you strong. 4, 5. Hands come down to the mat and just step it back high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, look in between your hands. We're gonna jump through, okay? So we're gonna show some options here. So Kristen is going to jump her feet behind the hands and cross her ankles. Good, and then from there, you can gently just sit down. All right, and then you're just gonna do what you do. Awesome. From here, Dandasana, stick pose. You're gonna take your hands to the sides. You lift your chest, not by pushing into your hands, but by finding the muscles that lift chest up and lift it up. 1, engage your thighs. 2, so you're priming your body for poses that are coming. 3, 4, 5. So reach and grab your big toes if they're available. Bend your knees if they're not, and grab your big toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. 1. So over time, you'll notice that you can push more out through your heels. 2, and get a little bit more length. 3, but you're not compromising your low back to do that. 4, 5, inhale, lengthen your spine, stay there, exhale. So you might be taking the same grip again, or maybe hands outside to the feet, over the tops of the toes, works really nice. Or maybe you're trying to grab your wrist here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up, look forward. Stay there, exhale. We're going to show a few options. So I'm going to have Kristen demonstrate some options for our lift up. So what she's going to do is lean back, cross her shins pull into the chest, and just reach her arms forward. So from here, she's rounding her back, pushing forward, pulling the knees in, and then she's going to touch her toes back to the ground, and then she's going to uncross her ankles. Good. From here, take your hands back behind you, and just lift your heart up. 5, nope, just your heart. Just the heart. Let your head fall back. Up, right? And then you can, from there, go into a boat. Reach out. And then you can be done. All right? Or you can cross, try to lift up, and roll over your knees and go back. Or you can do a full lift up. So, yes, there you go. Thank you, Leslie. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right. Look in between your hands. You can just either walk your feet, cross your ankles, push into your hands. Kristen is showing that. And then have a seat. That's totally fine. Take your legs straight forward. You gotta take your hands behind you. So Leslie's gonna show us the straight leg version, pushing your feet into the ground. And Kristen's gonna keep the knees bent and lift the hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop the hips down and do your vinyasa, whatever it's going to be. Nice. All right. Coming back to the front. All right, let's look at the hip joint once more for Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. So from here, grab the top of your right ankle and swing the leg out. Like swing it out so far that your hip opens up towards the side of the mat. Now look at your leg and notice if your knee joint closed off. Probably the space between your calf, what is this thing? Yes. And your thigh is closed off. So what we're trying to do is keep that as we swing the hip back forward. So try to keep it as you swing the hip back forward, okay? So if that feels uncomfortable, then you're going to slide your right ankle down closer to the left knee and stay here. Take your arm behind your back, either grab your right foot or just wrap it behind your back. Left hand grabs the outside of the foot, inhale, and exhale, fold. 1. So we don't want to go into deeper variations of lotus position without that knee joint being closed. 2. So I want you to check in like each pose to see, is it closing off? 3. If not, you're just going to back off a little bit. 4. 5. Inhale, head up, look forward. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, find your vinyasa, your transition. I'll let you count that yourself, making it more accessible. You follow your breath. It's switching sides. So again, like swing the hip way out, close off that knee joint, and then see if you can keep it closed as you bring it in and over. Again, if it's uncomfortable, slide the left foot further towards your right knee. Left hand goes behind the back, right hand to the outside of the foot. Inhale, exhale as you fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Stay there, take an exhale. Inhale, find your vinyasa. Vinyasa means to place in a special way. So how you place your body in a special, honoring way. When you're ready, you'll jump through and sit down. Triye Mukha, Ekapada, Paschimottanasana. So your right leg is going to go back. If you need more space, wrong leg, you can go ahead and turn that foot out and just, be here like this. Better than like having your knee hurt. If you can bring the foot closer, you got Leslie doing that. Kristen, go ahead and turn your foot down, but don't bring your knees together. All right, so different ways to do it. You're going to grab the left foot with both hands. Inhale. Exhale as you fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, you can release the foot and then pick it up. And do your transition. We'll do the same pose on the opposite side. So if it bothers your knee, remember you're taking the knees wider. You might possibly turn your left foot out to get a little bit of relief. You can also sit on a block, blankets, pillows. Grab the right foot, inhale. Exhale as you fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Stay there, exhale. Inhale as you pick it up. Take it back, or take your transition. Good, as you're ready, jogging through, sit down. Janu Shasana A. So again, close off the knee joint, bring that right foot to the inside of the left leg. If you feel a lot on your knee, slide the foot down closer to the left ankle. Take both hands, grab the left foot, inhale, exhale as you fold. 1. You can also take the right foot a little further away from the left leg if that would feel better on your knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lengthen the spine, move forward, stay there, exhale. Inhale, find your transition. So maybe you're picking it up, taking it back, high to low, up dog, down dog. And then you'll jump through, same thing, opposite side. So left foot to the side of right thigh. Grab the right foot with both hands, long spine. Exhale, fold. Try to keep your left hip pivoting towards the left top side of the mat. 1. So you're squaring off the hips. 2, controlling how the hips move because later you'll need that skill for Ashtanga. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, find your transition. So the transition resets the body in between each pose. So jumping through, sitting down. Let's go to Marichi A. So you're going to bend the right knee. Make sure there's space between your right foot and your left thigh, that they're not right beside each other. You need to take out the right foot out wider to make more space. You can do that. And then drop on the inside of the right leg, reach the right arm around the leg. You can always throw a towel back there or a strap, and then try to touch your hands together. You can touch your towel, whatever you need. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you fold. 1, 2, 3, nice, 4, 5. Inhale, lift up the chest. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, vinyasa, your way of placing this up. Resetting the body. Same pose, opposite side. When you're ready, you'll bind, lengthen, and exhale, fold. 1. So try to keep the right hip pulling back. 2, yes, still looking for this feeling of squareness. 3, even though, yes, the left hip is floating off the floor. Got a question about that last week. 4, left hip is up. 5, inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward, stay there, exhale. Inhale, take your transition. And you're breathing steadily as you move. When you're done, we'll jump through, sit down. Ashtanga B. All right. So 2 variations. Leslie's going to go into her half lotus on the left side, closing the knee, bringing it in. Kristen is going to bend both knees, take her left ankle behind the right ankle. And then she's going to fold, and you're going to bend your knee. And reach forward, wrap around the leg, and fold. 1. So you're only taking the version Leslie is in if your knee is felt fine throughout the practice. 2, Again, you might have a towel behind you. You might be grabbing your shirt for the spine. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Stay there, exhale. Find your vinyasa. Same thing, opposite side. So there's no need to tweak your knee here. You can just take that right ankle behind the left ankle and then bend forward and reach around. 1, you can have your towel if you need more space. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Stay there, exhale. Find your vinyasa. We'll be jumping through for Ashtanga. See. So your left leg is going to go straight. You're going to bend your right knee. Again, make sure there's a minimum of a fist, maybe 2 fists. And Kristen here is measuring with her hands to see what space she's going to need. And then from here, this knee pivots in. You can pivot on your foot and then start to twist. Maybe you reach your arm around. So you have Kristen here. She's showing. She's reached around. And she's just going to look back. Nice and tall here. Or we have Leslie who has the bind. You can't see it, but I'll have Kristen bind on the other side and you'll see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look forward, vinyasa. Then you'll jump through and sit down. So both the legs are going to bind on the side so you can really see up close what this bind looks like. As Kristen wraps the arm around. And she's going to grab her hand, fingers, wrists, whatever is available. 1. See how tall she's sitting, still hips going forward. 2. So try not to sit like on the back of the pelvis. See if you can lift up. 3, 4, 5. Look forward. Find your transition. Maybe you're picking it up like Leslie, and exhale, taking it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jump through. Let's play with Marichi D. Oh, the big daddy. Big daddy. So again, you can bend your left knee and take your left ankle behind your right ankle. So Kristen's setting that up. And she's going to twist. So maybe she stays there. Maybe that's it. Maybe she grabs her leg. Maybe she takes her other arm off the floor and also grabs her hand bring it that way. Yeah. And she just works on staying up tall and looking back behind her. Here, Leslie's got her foot in half lotus and bound. That's 3. So Leslie is not having to hold that. 4 and 5. 5 your vinyasa. One side of that. So you'll be finding the same thing on the opposite side. So a good thing about this variation that Kristen is doing without your hand on the ground, a lot of times what happens, go ahead and put your hand back there, people lean on that arm, right? And we don't want that. We want to be nice and tall. So taking the arm off the ground forces you to find your bandhas, to find your core, lift up to your abs. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Find your vinyasa. Good work. Jumping through Navasana, everybody's favorite. Jump through, sit down. So you might have both legs and arms straight. You might have knees bent and hands behind the knees. 1. You can have your hands down like Kristen is showing. 2, 3, and the chest is lifting up. 4, 5, place your hands down. Try to lift up or just pull your knees to the chest. And then go back into your boat pose. 1. So when you pull the knees into the chest, you're squeezing the abs in to bring the knees in. 2, make sure you're actually doing something there. 3, 4, 5, hands down, cross, lift, or tug the knees in, round the back, pull in, and then go back. 1. Only you know if you're actually doing something there or if you're like cheating yourself out of that strength. 3, 4, 5. Cross lift, pick it up or squeeze, knees in. Legs go back out. I don't know how many that was. 1, that's 4. I think 4. 3. 4, I'm supposed to do 5, y'all. 5. Here's our last one. Pick it up or squeeze it all in. Reach the legs back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Vinyasa, probably the hardest one of the practice after boats. It's not easy. Reset that body. All right, we're going to jump through, and since we're looking at the hips, we're going to go into sit down. We're going to go into our full lotus that you would go into if you were going to be doing Kukutasana. So if you're not doing full lotus, you can crisscross applesauce, and you'll lean back, and she's going to demonstrate that, and you can just either wrap your arms around your legs like this. Some people like to grab their feet. So this is good. Leslie's already in her lotus, all right? So since she's already in, we're gonna hold here for 5. So she has her arms wrapped around her legs. Some people will take their arms up the holes in the legs. 2, yeah. 3, Leslie's demonstrating that for you. 4, and 5. You're gonna rock on your back clockwise all the way around, making this circle, massaging your low back, supposedly. And then all the way up. Now, place your hands on the ground. Your butt may not lift, but try. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good work. From here, pick it up, take it back. Good work. Inhale, up dog. So you're taking your transition, whatever it is. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jumping through and sitting down. Before we go into our bottom Hanasana, let's take a look at this full lotus. You feel okay with that? All right. So Kristen is going to go to full lotus. What I want you to do is to do that hip swing. Yeah, so she does it a little different. So she swung her hip out, and you see she's closed off the knee joint. You see between her calf and her knee, she's closed that off so that that joint stays nice and safe. Then from here, keeping that closed off, she's going to swing the hip back in. Then she's going to try not to tweak her top knee. Bring that in, close off the knee joint. You see how she lifted it up, she closed it off. And then she's going to turn the foot up while trying to keep the joint closed. You see how she did that? And then bring the leg around. All right? So work on that at home. All right. So you can come out of that. Thank you. I just wanted you guys to see that. We're going to come into Baddha Hanasana. So soles of feet together. Open up your feet. Lift up your heart. This may be enough. Sitting here, pushing your knees down, or you might start to fold. So long spine, you may not go that far because we want the spine to stay long. 2 more breaths. 3, 4, 5. So Leslie's going to lift up a little bit, and then she's going to round her back up. All right? So you might stay straight up, like Kristen is staying up for a few more breaths, or take this rounded back. For 2, you can actually feel very good to release. 3, 4, and 5. Good work. Find your vinyasa. We're going to be meeting on our backs. That's good work for today. So hopefully you take some of those Lotus techniques into your practice. And you'll jump through, sit down, and lay down. So taking samasthiti on the back, meaning your legs are still together. You're still at attention, arms by your sides. You're not flailed out like Shavasana, but still contained here. So just find some deep breaths. Maybe the mind has started to race, heart has started to race, and everything's gone crazy. All right. Setting up for our back bends. So bend the knees, bring the feet flat to the ground, and they're about hip distance apart. So we're going to show, have Kristen show at least one bridge here. And Leslie, you can go ahead and bring your hands by your head, hug your elbows, and lift up for your wheel. Kristen's going to lift her hips up to the sky. Her legs are still working here. 1, 2, 3. Work the legs. 4, and 5. So you can tap your head down, you can tap your hips down. If you want to come up into a wheel, if you did a bridge before, you can set that up and start to come on up. 1. Leslie's walking it in because she wants to get a little deeper. 2, you may not want to, so don't. 3, 4, 5. Tap the head or hips if you're in bridge. Maybe walk the hands in for a moment, or if not, start to lift up. 1. Deep, full breaths. Watch your breath here. It'll get away from you. 2. Legs are strong. 3, 4, and 5. Lower yourself down. Pull your knees into your chest for today. Pull them in and just rock a few times. Back and forth. Good. Side to side, back and forth. Now start to rock forth. And then you're going to find your vinyasa. So maybe hands down, pick it up, take it back, or maybe do whatever you're doing before. And we're going to jump through, sit down. Take those legs nice and straight. So again, you might need to bend your knees here to give your low back a little relief. And we're going to take a forward fold. We'll be here 10 breaths, right? So you don't have to rush this forward fold. You may find as you hold the fold and you go deeper and deeper that something releases for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Stay there, take an exhale. Reset. So however you reset before, vinyasa, maybe pick it up, take it back. Maybe squeeze the knees in, take a bow, and then hands down, open up. When you're ready, we'll jump through, sit down, and lay down. So Leslie's going to show you how to roll up your mat for inversions if you need it. So just watch her as she rolls the mat towards itself. So the mat is going underneath itself. And she'll set her shoulders on the mat and her head she'll let hang off. From here, Kristen will show a few different things. So you could just take your legs straight up to the sky. You could do a half shoulder stand. So she's going to lift up just a little bit, take your hands underneath, and it has more of kind of this jackknife type position. She could stay there, or you could do like Leslie where she's walked her hands down her back and lifted the legs up a little bit higher. 1. So it's important because we'll be here about 10 breaths. You don't want your neck to hurt for 10 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe come to plow. Leslie's going to demonstrate. She's taking her toes back, creating some more space for herself, clasping the hands. Good. Or maybe you just hover the toes over the mat as far as you can go. You can also stay in that half shoulder stand. We'll take 4 more breaths. So yes, if you feel unstable, you're going to keep your hands on your back. If you feel stable, you can drop the hands to the mat. Deaf man. So you can just take your knees to the top of your head, and that's completely fine. Knees can be bent. Or you can take the knees to the outside of the ears. 1, 2, we'll just take 3 more breaths here. 3, this can be very intense for some people. 4, 5, lift it up. See if you can come back into your shoulder stand. Reset if you need to. All right, so from here, see if you can crisscross applesauce. You can full lotus if you want, or crisscross applesauce. Good, and Kristen's gonna take one hand off her back and put it on her right knee. That might be enough for you, or you might be able to get both your hands on your knee, like Leslie has it. That's 3, so if you wanna like switch out the other hand and try not to fall over. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly roll down. Nice and slow. Good. Awesome work. From here, hug the knees back to the chest. You can do your side to side, back and forth. And we'll rock up and do a vinyasa, do a reset. After you reset, we'll all meet seated at the front of our mats. Coming into our crisscross applesauce, half lotus, or full lotus. You can always lift the hips up with a block, with a pillow, and that helps the knees feel better. If your knees totally hate this, then you don't have to do this. You can like sit in a chair, you can take them wider, it's your choice. So from here, take those hands behind the back Grab elbows, grab lotus feet if they're available, and fold forward. 1, 2, so we're slowing our breath down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're gonna sit up, readjust your legs if they're talking to you. Thumb and forefinger together, chest is lifted up tall. Traditionally, the eyes would be open. You'd be gazing down the tip of the nose. 1, if your eyes closed, you won't tell anybody. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If your eyes close, you're going to open the eyes up. So we're going to do Uttanapatahi. Your hands are going to be down in between your knees and your hips, not too far back. They can be a little forward, but definitely not back. And then you're going to push into your hands and lift up. So you might not even come up. Look at Kristen, she's demonstrating. Her feet are down, but she's pushing into her hands. 3. If you look over here at Leslie, she's all the way up. 4. If you drop down, it's okay. Come back up. 5. 6. The navel is lifted. 7. Only you know if you're really doing that. 8. Breathe deep. 9. And 10. Release the legs if you need to. We're going to do another reset. So pick it up, take it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Everybody's going to come to standing at the front of your mat. So maybe like Leslie, you take a little hop forward or walk forward. Head up. Exhale, fold. And then stand all the way up. Samasthiti. Closing mantra. Peace all over the world. And let our world leaders rule justly with good intentions in their hearts and in their minds. Om. Swasti Prajabhyaha.
Swasti Prajabhyaha.
Paripalyantam.
Paripalyantam.
Nyayena.
Nyayena.
Margena.
Margena.
Mahimahishaha.
Mahimahishaha.
Go Brahmanebhyaha.
Go Brahmanebhyaha.
Shubhamastu nityam.
Shubhamastu nityam.
Lokaha.
Lokaha.
Samastaha.
Samastaha.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, palm your mat, high to low, or go down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You're gonna find your way onto your back for real Shavasana this time. Lay all the way down. If you need some blocks or a bolster or some pillows underneath the knees for your low back, please do so. You can always lay on your side as well if that's needed. Take an inhale and exhale, release everything. Resting. So Ashtanga, we just call this take rest. It doesn't have to be anything more serious than laying on your back for a few minutes to rest. Start to wiggle the toes out the fingertips. Stretching the arms over the head and stretching the toes towards the front of the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze in. You can either rock to your right and use your hands to lift up, or rock yourself straight up through the center. Great way to start your day with your yoga practice. Thank you guys. And we'll go up here and look what y'all doing. What you doing? Hey, y'all. Thank you for joining us this morning.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. See
You guys all have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.